Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be making some pretty easy inspirational art canvases. First we'll start off with painting some very watery acrylic paint on the canvas. I'm using a very brilliant purple. You can use whatever color you choose. So next you start adding the second color, and it does not have to be perfect because we'll be placing some saran wrap over it to create a pattern in its watery state. With the saran wrap, where the little spaces are, it's the air under it that creates the pattern. So you can try to fix the plastic however you want to for kind of pattern that you want to create. Mine, the spaces are a bit bigger. You can make yours a lot smaller. Now we are going to draw the shape of a crescent moon. Try to make like piece of the moon be off of the canvas, so for the back part of the moon where the rest of the circle would be, it will be cut off because it's not on the canvas, so it won't be complete on the canvas. Now we'll start adding some black paint. So basically you will outline the moon with the black paint, and everything else on the canvas should be covered with the black paint except the moon. And the black paint should be really thick so that it can even out all the creases that are not on the canvas from the pattern that we created before. And you have to do this when the canvas is dry. When the black paint is dry, we're going to use a small paintbrush and some white paint to write the word dream on the canvas. You can put it in cursive or some fancy lettering. I'm not very good at writing, so I just use basic script, and use that same paintbrush to add some dots and little stars because it's basically a nighttime scene. To make the stars look as if they're glowing, put your paintbrush in some water as if you're washing it out, and then swirl it around the dots that are already there. It will make the dots look a little bit big at first, but when the paint is dry, the stars will look like they're glowing. For the next art piece, we will be doing an ombre background again. However, this time we'll be using the paint in its original form. So make it as even and as consistent as possible. No water will be added to it, and there will be no effects on this one, so there's nothing to hide any major imperfections. For this background, we are going to go a lot lighter as we go down because we're doing a sky piece. So like how a sunset looks, you're basically doing a sunset but with whatever colors you choose. Next, we'll start adding some clouds. You can outline the shape of your clouds before you start painting. I didn't, but basically use the acrylic paint to fill the shapes and then blend out some white edges. Do not try to make the edges perfectly round, or else it will take away from the cloud-like look. It may get very difficult to blend dark colors such as purple with the white to make it look seamless. I do not recommend using purple. Next we'll be adding a new cloud, but this time we'll be using a different color. I am using a very bright yellow. Hopefully this one is easier to blend than the purple. And then my final cloud will be with a brilliant red. With these clouds, you really just have to fix as you go along, kind of freehand, and just fix until you think it looks good enough for you to stop. These very bright colors that I use are very hard to blend. If you're looking for something easier, you could try a kind of a sky blue or aqua, pinks, peaches. Those are easier colors. Next, we'll be using white again, and this time we'll be writing the word believe. Again, I'm using basic script. I am not good at writing, and we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to add some stars and some dots. And if you're doing basic script and it's looking like this because your brush is uneven, when you're finished, you can just go around the words with the paint that you use in that section. And this is what your finished product should look like.